I have both my oil and my sodium hydroxide solution within range. This one is, the oils are 127. Leave that in there. And my sodium hydroxide solution is 132. Perfect. So I'm going to put my glove back on. So I'm going to add my lye solution as slow as possible. And I have my stick here so that it can land on it and not splash as much. And we'll see how this goes. I don't like pouring it from a bowl without a little spout, but work with what we got here. Slowly pour it in. Perfect, good so far. It's landing right on the spatula. Okay. Got it all in there. Get my spatula and scrape whatever is left in here. Okay. Make sure I don't drip on the way to the sink. Great. Okay, so I got everything in the crock pot, and I'm going to start to slowly stir it. Let me get the camera so you can see what's going on here. Going it here. Here we go. Try not to drop my phone in there. Isn't that beautiful? Then I'm going to go in with my immersion blender until I get what's called a trace. And that's literally when you lift this up, you're going to get a trace of the solution on top, kind of like pudding. It needs to be really thick so that you can see a line. Right now you see it's very thin. And I'll show you what that is soon. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my immersion blender. Here we go. I do this very slow. I do this slow because I tend to get bubbles, and I don't want bubbles, so. So far I've already been doing this for about an hour, making soap. That's good. And that's probably mostly due to, I only have 2 ingredients, well, 2 oils I should say, so 4 ingredients altogether. And normally in my other soaps, the recipes have up to like 10 or 12 ingredients. And this is one of the most simple soaps that I have. So it definitely cuts down on preparation time and cleanup time, which is perfect because I want everything put away by the time my husband comes home with the kids. And the sooner I get this to soap, the sooner it is no longer a dangerous solution, because as you may know, that sodium hydroxide is also known as lye, which is also used as a drain cleaner. It's probably how most people can associate sodium hydroxide, aka lye. But it is needed to make soap. At least bar soaps, there is potassium hydroxide that can be used to make liquid soaps that I have made before. I've made shampoo and body wash before with potassium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is needed to make soap, and it reacts with the fats that turns into soap. So you're not like rubbing lye on your skin in the shower. It's soap. You put two products together, you get a reaction with heat. Your output is soap. Your output is not fats and the lye solution. They have combined to create something else, something new, which is soap. So I don't know if that helps. When I took chemistry, I specifically asked my professor to go over with me the science of making soaps, because by that time I had been starting out and researching, and I wanted to understand it on a scientific level. And it's actually really cool, but we're not going to go into that today. And this will go through different phases as it cooks. And I'm so close to a trace right now. Very close. You can see it's thicker. So I'm going to keep stirring it until I get more of a pudding consistency. So now I got a pretty good trace going on. I'll let you see it. See that? Like pudding almost. Let's trace. So now I can take my blender out, and from now on I'm going to be using this spatula. Okay, and while this cooks, until I need to stir it again, I'm going to get out my molding. And this recipe is for 5 pounds, so I need to get my 5-pound molding out. Alright, so I'm going to put the lid on, and I'll be back. Hi, welcome back. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Doesn't it look like applesauce? Isn't that cool? It smells really good right now too. Alright, so I'm going to keep stirring this, and I'll be right back. It's almost ready to pour into my mold. I have this mold here, my 5-pounder. And this part looks really cool too, because it gets really shiny when it reaches gel phase. I don't know how much of that you can see from there though. But it just reminds me of petroleum jelly. It's kind of getting fluffy now. Can you see that? It's getting fluffy. And it's kind of like bubbling at the sides, which I need to be careful with. I need to keep stirring it. See how it's kind of like rising? It's getting really fluffy and rising. If I were to walk away, it would just overflow. And yes, I should be wearing gloves. But I walk on the wild side in the world of soaping. It's really hot, and I'm not sure if I have time to cool it down to add oils. Although I could add the oil and it would help cool it down. But then it might mess with the integrity of the oil that I'm adding. With this batch, I will add argan oil and hemp seed oil. Okay, so I have organic hemp seed oil, organic argan, and organic cold pressed, should all be cold pressed, yeah, jojoba oil. now I'm gonna add, I'm not gonna use a measuring spoon. Ooh. Okay, so now I'm gonna stir this in here. It's already cooling down a lot. Great. I'm gonna make sure those oils are completely mixed in with the soap. All right, so this batch is ready to go into my mold. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna spray my mold with alcohol. You ready? Have some over here. All right, now that I got my hands already dirty. Okay, so now I'm just gonna spread this. So it's starting to harden already. You don't really get a lot of time to play with if I wanted to do something cool for the top. But we can try. What I can do is spray it on top with alcohol. Spray the top. Kind of helps bring it a little liquefied, and I could create peaks. I should be doing this a lot faster. All right, we are done. Congratulations, you just made soap with me. I hope you had fun and thanks for watching.